Hi everyone, Tanya Curry. Today's devotion is from a new Bible app that I'm reading, and I wanted to come on in the midst of me and my me time with God, and just been really laying at His feet, and just doing some me and Him time. He's been really speaking some things to me and what season that we're in, what season I'm in. And of course, when he's speaking to me, there's a group of us that also falls into this category. And what better time on 3/3/23 at 3:33 p.m. I'm recording. This devotion is from New Beginnings. And another one I'll be reading from is Miracle Invasions on another video. I'm not sure what channels yet, but I wanted to get the videos in. And the day one of New Beginnings devotion reads as follows: let go of the old to embrace the new. Because God is keep telling me that we're in a new season. I have it written down. I don't have it with me. I keep doing that. But if I can remember, it's something to the sort of the new season that we're in a season of new beginning, but it's a season of new harvest beginnings. Is a season of harvesting our new beginnings that God has been preparing us for, and it's been looking like we've been in this season already, but we were just prepping for it. And now we're actually in the season where we're going to be collecting the harvest of all that has been planted, watered, it's been flourishing, it's been blooming, and it's now harvest time. And even our harvest time was a process. So we've been in our harvest season for a while, but the step that we're in, the process that we're in now, is finally the collection process, where you're out in the field and you're actually pulling the fruit, everything up, the seeds that's bloomed into whatever it is. And I'm just grateful. I'm so grateful I'm supposed to be washing my hair, y'all. I'm supposed to be washing and conditioning my hair. I took my hair down and do something else to my hair similar to what it was, but just a new do. But let me get back to this, because I'm just so excited right now, and the things that he's been showing me and I've been doing, and the good news that I've got great first thing this morning, and the third day of March is just means so much to me that I can't really speak on right now. But today's New Beginnings, the work of the Holy Spirit, is the name of the plan. And again, day one, it says, let go of the old and embrace the new. Journeying in scriptures can be a great adventure if we put ourselves in the story. Imagine you were among the disciples. You've been with Jesus for 3 years now. At the Passover supper, Jesus promises something new. Well, someone new. So often when we are told something is new, it is basically an improvement, and an improvement on an old design. But when God is doing something new, it's like a new creation, something we've never experienced before. Though Jesus was telling his disciples there would be something new, it did not really dawn on them that he meant how many times in our life God has done something new in your life that was totally outside of your expectations and hopes. The message on Sunday was framed around John 14:16, and I will ask the Father, and he will give you another advocate, who will never leave you. NLT, the context of this passage is Jesus preparing his disciples for his departure. He is basically saying, I need to leave so that my replacement can come. The replacement is the third member of the Godhead, the Trinity, the Holy Spirit. We will never leave. He will never leave us, unlike Jesus needing to leave so that we all could benefit. So the Holy Spirit is there with us. He will never leave us or forsake us. He will always be there with us. We just have to have that ear to hear, the eye to see what he's pointing out to us, This is the principle that is true in so many aspects of life. In order to gain something new, we have to let go of the old. In order for there to be a harvest, the growth of the previous season has to be removed. In order to gain big teeth, you need to lose your milk teeth. In order to enter adulthood, we need to leave home. In order to take that promotion, you need to leave the previous role. Another example would be needing to let go of life when we die so that we can enter the next life. Letting go of the old so as to gain the new is a repeat thing right through life. The challenge with entering the new is that it's bittersweet. The sadness of saying goodbye, the letting go of the familiar and what we know so that we can be ready to embrace the new. The disciples had to let go of physical interactions with Jesus, the dreams and hope they had developed as being part of Jesus in a circle. They had to grieve the loss. They had to welcome changes so that we could appreciate and enjoy the new. I know with me in the different things that I've been through in life, that's always the difficult part. You want the new, you're ready for the new, but you're so used to and familiar with the old to it becomes a little frightening, if I could say, use that word frightening. Sure, God don't give us the spirit of fear, but we are human and sometimes we experience those emotions. Not for long, but hopefully not for long. If you do, you know what to do. You pray on it, meditate, get in the word, read your scriptures on fearfully made, wonderfully made, and scriptures against fear itself, and scriptures for courage. So that's how we get out of those funks when we do get in it. The challenge with the new thing is that they are often beyond our imagination. And because they are beyond our imagination, we will prefer the comfort of the familiar. This COVID-19 season is an invitation from God for us, his followers, to accept our loss, whatever it may be, and begin the journey of allowing God to birth something new in us and through us for this world. And that is so true, because I know even through that season, and we're still having it, is not as much and as concentrated as it was when it first started into 2019 into 2020 and so on. But I just thank God, because through that, I know from hearing other people, I know from my own experiences, I was already in like a, what do you call it? Is isolation a right word? What is the other word for isolation? I was in a time where God had pulled me apart from everyone, or from my family, from everyone. And it's just been me and him since October 2019. And it's been an amazing experience. It's time that I needed away from everyone to sit back and heal through all that I've been through, all the trauma of the years of, even from a child on, when you have so much trauma in your life and things are still happening, you don't really deal with that trauma. A lot of times you deal with it to a certain extent and then you move on from it. Some of us, we do take the time and heal from the trauma. That's great. Awesome. Keep doing that. Some of us, if you're like me, you have not. I have now been dealing with it, and have now for the last several years, being in a place, in a space where I could. And it didn't just start there. I actually was in healing stages when I was in my home that the Lord had blessed me with, built from the ground back in 2004, and I had been in that home for 14 years. And before I left there, I would say I lost my husband in 2016 of January, and the healing process, I think, started really, 2017, I was really into the healing phases and stages. I don't think I really started healing to maybe towards the middle or the end of 2016. I was trying to set things in order. So, because I knew something was coming. I knew, and I felt my body trying to just shut down from everything. So I tried to set myself up to whatever state of mind I would be in, that things wouldn't be in a certain way where I would have to worry about it. So I tried to take care of my business. But for this devotion, the application is: in prayer today, ask Jesus to give you the grace to let go of the old of your life, dreams, expectations, and goals before COVID-19, and ask him for the grace to patiently wait on the new things he wants to work in your life. Watch our speech. Commit to complaining less, rather allowing him to console you with what he wants inform on the inside of you. So he wants, so it says, watch your speech, commit to complaining less, and rather allow him to console you with what he wants to form on the inside of you. And that's an amazing step in itself, because I know with my process, everybody's process is different, but the results are the same. The end result is, if we do it right, if we allow God, if we step back and decrease ourselves, allow him to increase in our situation and our lives, and allow him to do the molding and the shaping and preparing us for what he has new. Because if we just have the mind frame and mindset as when we're going through these storms, these are setups. These are setups for improvement in our lives. These are setups for a bigger and better picture that we don't see, that we don't know yet. You know, we may even know some of the details, and we may not know it all. We may not know it at all. But that's where believing and keeping the faith comes into play, because we know that God will not do anything to us or put us in any place and situation that he's not there with us. And if he's not taking us out of the situation, then is a reason for us to be in that situation. And when we come into the season that we're in now, we appreciate it even more, because we're in our new beginning season, our harvesting season of so many things that we just have no idea. We have no idea because we think it's one thing, and it may be some of those things, and it will be some of those things, but it's so much greater than what we know. And John 14:16 reads, in New King James Version, and I will pray the Father, and he will give you another helper, that he may abide with you forever. Now, what I'm going to do, because this one was so short, is I'm going to actually read also. Let me see something. Okay, that's a 5-day. Okay, and that's a 9-day. I'm going to also read, and I don't know if each video after will follow the same, but I feel like, I feel like I want to add this one on this video as well. It's called Miracle Invasions, the Holy Spirit Gifts at Work, I believe it says. It's a little cut off right now. So I might put it on here. I'm trying to see. It has a little bit more scriptures in it. I might actually put this on a separate one instead of adding it to this, to not make it be as long, because I don't want to rush through this and I want to take my time with it. But and I'm not sure which channels these are going on. I just know the videos need to be made, and I'll deal with that whenever I'm posting them. But I want you guys to just, for now, for this video, I'll just keep it like I've been having it, only because I'm almost 15 minutes in this video, and I don't want this video to be a half hour long. So we'll stick with the new beginnings work of the Holy Spirit. That was day 1. And day 2, we'll get with tomorrow, which is the Holy Spirit, my helper. tomorrow, the next video. I don't know. A lot of times I do the videos all in one day, throughout the day. You know, if I feel like a urge, like to just get the videos in. So I may just go ahead and do that. But I wanted to at least get that done and get this next session going with the new beginnings, because we're in that season already and I don't want to do it too late. So that's today's lesson. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys download the Bible app if you haven't already. I hope you guys are subscribed to the channels, all 3 channels, because again, I don't know how these channels, which channels are getting what yet until it's time to place them. Sometimes God give it to me right away, but he's showing me more and more how the channels for Widow to Widow, I'll do a breakdown every so often. I just did one not too long ago on what's actually on Widow to Widow, what's actually on Sister to Sister, and what's actually on the Human Rights Movement Project's YouTube's channels. And I know, trying to remember, I guess I can try and look it up, on the Human Rights campaign, don't know where that just came from. On the Human Rights Movement channel, I know God he has been having me do the witchcraft, the armor of God. He's going to get more into the witchcraft on that channel, the spiritual warfare, which it all ties into the witchcraft and stuff. That's why I think I keep saying that. But the spiritual warfare, I think that plan was just introducing, the spiritual warfare, and it started off with the armor of God. But all the channels kind of go together because it's all talking about your purpose, and it's showing you how to get to your purpose, how to continue to get answers while walking in your purpose. If you haven't started or don't know what your purpose is, how to get it. So it's basically what he's been telling me, the basics. So he has me putting the basics out on these channels so far, even though I want to do some more exciting things, which this is exciting as well. But there's some things that I want to do that I know that he will have me do that I'm ready to do now. But like in anything, even in college and in classes, they start you out a certain way. I'm looking for something that's not popping up. So even in colleges and stuff, they set you off with how you start off a certain way. You don't just go right into the midst of what you want to do. Even when I was in culinary arts school, it wasn't there to teach us how to cook. That wasn't what it was about, but the art of cooking. So it started with the basic things that you would need to know for your different sauces, and the basic sauces and your basic different things, how to sear a meat properly, how to season a meat properly, how to prep your vegetables, stuff like that. So that's what he's doing with these channels. He's setting the basics up before we can get into the good stuff, and most likely the good stuff is going to be more interactive. And while these things are on the free channels, there's going to be a time where these things won't be available free. So what I say is, when God set things up for free, we should always get involved in the free stuff if it's something that can benefit you, because you don't know what that's going to do for you and what he has for you to do in your life. And then when it's time for the products and the content that he's given me to put on different platforms, or to put it up in a package form, then it's like, okay, you've gotten some of the basics already to help you, and this is more intense, so therefore it's going to be set up a certain way. And I just say, just take advantage of not just my channel, I mean it's on a general, but also including my channel. Take up the stuff that God offers us, where we can just take our time And that's all it's, the payment is just your time, and an open heart, open mind to take in what it is he's telling us to take in. And just enjoy these times, because he's given it to you. These are gifts he's given to us. And I know even with my healing stages and my workshops with different entrepreneur stuff that I'm doing for different businesses, I took advantage of the free workshops. And I started there, and I said, God, when I can and when it's time, I'll get more involved into the portions where I'm now financially paying along with my time paying. And it's all to benefit me, and it's all to benefit you. So on these workshops and these channels you're involved in and you're listening to, make sure it's something that's going to benefit you or your family, or someone you know that you can share this work with, share this content with. It may be stuff that is good, but it's not catching your interest, and that's okay. But I always share stuff to different people. I have a circle of people who I share things with, and I know everybody don't want you to constantly share. So those people who wants the content, and you share to some of the people some of the time, not all the times, but and then you share it to those who who wants it all the time on a regular, consistent basis. But yeah, so that's basically what I want to say about that, the new beginnings. I can't wait to do day 2 on that. I was going to show you, that's what I was going to do. Go to the different channels. I think I was just overlooking it. Just to see exactly what was on it. But that could be another video. I don't want to just keep talking just to be talking. But since I'm here and it's actually going through, I guess I could say that what I was trying to say was the YouTube channel for the human rights movement. Yeah, that's what it was. Exactly what it was. I was just making sure that's what it was. It's spiritual warfare, introducing you to what is spiritual warfare. Even if you already know, it's just a refresher of spiritual warfare, and it has a couple other things on there for it'll also have stuff on there for the community. We'll be talking about your involvement with the community. If you are involved with the community, if you're not involved with the community, what is it that you think you would like to do in the community? But community is a big part of your life. It should be a big part of your purpose as well, because whatever your purpose is, it's charity that starts at home. So home physically, your body, your household, your family, your community, and then you go abroad, wherever you're going to go and whatever you're going to do. So God just wants us to be in alignment with him. And I'm just really excited and need to go do my hair. So I love you all, and please tell me in the comments how you guys are doing. I don't know what channel this is going to be on. I think I may know, but it's been a while on certain channels. I think it's been 8, 9, probably 9 days, 10 days on certain channels. And it's been a few weeks. So it's been a week maybe on one, and maybe a couple weeks on another. And I just been in my another healing workshop came up in February that I was attending. And after the workshop, I went into, time with God and just to make sure I was taking in everything that I got from that week. It was really great, and it just showed me how much my process of healing. Okay, let me end this video because then I'm going to play in my hair and take my hair out. So I love you guys, and we will talk later.